Hello and welcome to Frisco, Texas, and thank you for taking time out of your morning to watch this 16 under girls matchup between Celtic FC Premier coming out of Orem, Utah, and the Michigan Jaguars out of Novi, Michigan. Michigan head coach is Andy Richard. Meanwhile, Celtic Premier head coach Scott Anderson. Both teams coming in today on a must-win as both of them dropped their first game of the matchups yesterday with losses. Celtic Premier losing to SLS Cosmo out of Oklahoma City. Meanwhile, Cup Gold defeated the Michigan Jaguars in the Group B opening day. So both teams obviously looking to get themselves a win today and get on the board and try to get this tournament off on the right start here on the second day. This game is being broadcast live on Turbo Sports. Tune in all day for all the games. 7, 9, 11, and 1 will be here all week. That's Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday. So an exciting time here at the USYS Soccer National Championships. Beautiful, beautiful morning here. Not hot at all right now. Just a perfect plain weather coming out. Just about 77 degrees here today. Just outside of Toyota Stadium where FC Dallas holds their home games. Beautiful complex here. One of the best in the nation, and it's kind of why they keep coming here to Frisco, Texas, because they just have everything that they need as we get ready for the first kick here. Michigan Jaguars in their green uniforms. Meanwhile, Celtic FC Premier in their white and green. As we are just about to get started once again today, wind going left to right. See how much that plays a factor. As we are just waiting for our officials to get the official go-ahead. Once 7 o'clock hits, we will be underway. Michigan Jaguars on the season had 35 goals for and just 7 goals against in league play. That's a 5-goal differential. They won the National League Blue Division. That was back in January. So they've known about this for a while, that they were coming to Nationals, and just kind of built an excitement as we are underway. That ball is kicked all the way down. Coming out will be goalkeeper Haven Impey. Rolls it out to the back row. Working the way far side. This Celtic team very much likes to go just back to middle of front. Basically just work their way up one line at a time. Playing it forward to Bryant. Trying to get it back to Eves. But that's taken away by Wolf. Picked up by Beeston. Beeston. Guarded by Bandick. Not able to clear that one away for the Michigan Jaguars. Celtic will throw in. Eves with it. Taken away by Wolf. Wolf on the left side, trying to go middle. Wolf gets by a defender, goes right, and nice put away, but shot on the way, and that's going to go wide left of the net. Good opportunity there by Michigan. So McCasslin getting that shot on the wide side. Hits off the arm of Fernandez. Bounces to the back row. That's going to be taken away on the play. Trying to move it up. Trying to split the defenders is Houston, but not able to get there as it was cleared out of bounds. Throw-in coming. Summer Real, the throw-in. Right back. Ball popped up. Chased down. Nice just little knock out by Crystal Bach there. This Michigan team is dynamic. They can get performances from just about every player on the field. Just don't know who's going to step up, and that's what makes it exciting, is just the unknown of the team. As that's taken away by Bandic. Bandic going the other way, turns, brings it back to the circle, and that's going to be taken away by Celtic. Celtic pushing in the middle. Now working towards the outside with Beeston. Beeston on the right. Flips it over Real. That ball's going to trickle out of bounds. Throwing once again for Celtic FC Premier. Played in at the box, at the corner. Trying to get it inside. Houston gets around. Houston blocked by Etienne. Good save by Etienne, coming out and shielding that ball with her chest and able to just get down there and block it. Excellent job making the first stop of the day for the goaltender. So tested here early in the first. I don't think she was expecting that as early, but hey, whenever it comes, and you got to be ready. And she was indeed ready for that. Throw in for Celtic. Brought down by Houston, who had that scoring opportunity for Celtic. Now cleared away. Wolf with it. Goes outside to Noonan. Noonan's going to lose that out of play. Ball back to Laba. Laba turns. Pushes it over to Balconi. Balconi up to center field. Kick coming for Celtic. Let's go in front of the box. Trying to clear it up the line there with Smolinski. Chasing after it is Bryant on the wing. Bryant knocked over by Smolinski, and that ball's going to roll out for a corner. Taking the corner chance will be Lily Haskins. Haskins sets up in that corner arc. Looks for her pieces to set up in the box. Plays it in. Flicked on, and that's going to be stopped by Etienne and cleared out. Good job clearing that out by Michigan. Fernandez trying to center that on a cross. That's going to be headed up, and that is going to go out behind the goal line, and we will have a goal kick. So, again, Etienne challenged quite a bit here early in this first half. 3 times now that she's had to be involved in plays to make stops, and every time either her or her defense has come up huge early in this game. So Celtic Premier getting some good rushes on the Michigan defense. For Celtic, it's just really been quick passes which have allowed them to move the ball downfield crisp. As that's going to be kicked up. And then coming down with it is Michigan. Push back to Smolinski. Smolinski trying to shield the body, but that's being taken away by Bryant. Bryant coming the other way, trying to pass it up, and good clear by Laba just to get that ball out of harm's way. On it is Henderson. That ball cleared, and that's going to go out of play on the far sideline. Throwing coming for Celtic. Paige Easter throwing the ball in. Now to McCasslin. She'll throw in. Headed up. Trying to chase it down is Wolf as that ball rolls out for a throw-in. Shot, and that is going to go up and over the goal. Just like a little better touch on that shot. Get a little bit lower on that keeper. Make her have to make a play. Going to retrieve the ball is Haven Impey, wearing the purple top today in the goal. Impey is state ODP and regular and regional ODP as well. Lots of development going on out in Utah with these teams. Played back, and that's going to be headed up by Bach. Goes towards midfield, far side. Played out. Haskins. Going far side, making a chase for it is Noonan. Noonan not able to get there as Impey beats her to it. Played out to Eves. Now to Garcia. Played far side. Beeston. Taken away. Coming near side. Played out, and that's going to just exit the field. Chasing after that was Smolinski, but Smolinski unable to retrieve that ball before it went out of play. Bryant. Trying to get it center. That's taken away on the play by Bandick. Now she loses control. Garcia sends it over to Houston. Houston coming on the left side. Houston with a shot, and that's right at ATN. She makes an easy stop on that one. Saw that one all the way. And the kick. Nice little flick on there by Noonan. Chasing after is Wolf. Wolf on the right near the end line. Centers it, and that's going to be stopped on the play. Comes back out. Shot, and we'll have a whistle. Whistle blown as Jeckman was trying to shoot that one at net. Kick for Celtic. Trying to get to Bryant. Bryant unable to corral that one as it was headed on to Noonan. Turning with it is Casino. Casino bends it in. Coming out is Impey, and she's going to just clear that one up and out of play. Looks like we have an offsides flag. Houston, she's had her foot on the ball quite a bit this morning. Played far side. Trying to move it up, and they do. They get it to Haskins. Haskins, though, is depossessed. Moved over to Bandick. And that's going to be cleared up out of harm's way. We are 11 minutes into this game here. Our first one of the day, 7 a.m. between Celtic FC Premier and Michigan Jaguars. Jaguars in the green, Celtic FC in the white with green across the chest and shoulders. That ball is kicked out of play by Amanda Bryant. She had an assist in yesterday's loss. Meanwhile, getting the lone goal in the game, or getting one of the goals, was Madison Henderson yesterday in the loss to SLS Cosmos. Michigan yesterday lost 1-0 to Cup Gold out of Ohio as Garcia runs with it. Garcia with no one on her. Trying to create some space. Moves it forward. That's going to go in the box, but being able to defend it on the play is Crystal Bach, just doing an excellent job at keeping her body in front of the offensive player, Lily Haskins. This game, it's all about angles and positioning. And Michigan has done a pretty good job at that. But when it comes to passing, that is where Celtic FC has been striving, as that is going to be kicked in front, and unable to get there was Nunez. She was making a sprint right down the center of the field. We have a collision at midfield, as Wolf got in the way of Eves. Ball kicked down. That's going to be headed away. Move forward. Spinning with his McCasslin. Turns, tries to advance it downfield. Noonan chasing after it, but it's going to be headed back to the keeper, Impey, by Easter. Easter gets it on her right foot. Dribbles forward. Far sideline. Coming up with some speed. In middle, and that's going to be stopped in middle. Good job by Balconi and Casino collapsing down. That ball is kicked out of play. Throwing coming for Michigan. The National League Tournament, Michigan outscored their opponents 19-5. They can put up goals if need be. They were state champs in 2012, 14, 15, and 16. As Impey comes out, traps the ball, brings it into her box. Now picks it up. Played to Houston. Houston in the circle. Turns, loses possession. Running with his Bandic. Bandic. Opportunity, and that's going to be blocked and saved and kicked out of play at the goal line. Corner will come. So a great chance there by Michigan. They will have their first corner opportunity. Marcassino going and retrieving the ball. Put in the arc. Celtic with girls on both posts, crowding the inside of that goal mouth. Kick on the way. High, headed. It's going to come to Wolf. Goes left, goes around the defender, gets it in front. Shot and goal on the play. Our first goal of the day coming from Michigan FC. Michigan Jaguars getting the first goal on the day here in this first half. Just great job in the corner. Wolf gets it on the far side, and Wolf is able to get it to the center, and it's able to go in. Just very patient play there in the box by Michigan. So Michigan up 1-0. We'll try to get a number on that for that first goal. But a good job by Wolf. Good job by Wolf. Able to center that. Maybe it was Casino that might have got that in. Again, when we get a chance, we will get an official number for you. Impey to play the ball out. A big goal today in this game that's important. I mean, to every team it's important, but these two teams have to get a win, and it's only going to be one unless they draw. But only one's going to come out with a victory in order to get the 3 points that's necessary to move on. One just probably won't be enough in this 16 under age group competing for the Mavis Derfinlinger Cup. I don't believe it was Casino because she was on the corner and was in front. So Casino with an opportunity again on the corner. Sends it across. That's going to be headed in on the play, and a goal again on the corner. So these setup pieces for Michigan have paid off dividends, getting 2 goals on the day on a header on the corner kick. I mean, just another great set piece. They get the ball in the air. The first one flew over to Wolf, and she was able to get her foot on it to pass it forward and get an assist. And on that one, getting her head on it was Ellie McCasslin, getting the second goal of the day. So Ellie McCasslin getting the second goal for Michigan, and now they have 2 goals on the day. Both come in from set pieces off that corner. And you can hand it to McCasslin there, just getting her body in the right position to get her head on that. The head just went right to the back of the net, found its way past Impey for the second goal. Etienne to play it out. Has it on the 6-yard line. Kick towards center, headed away by Houston. Chasing after is Beeston. Beeston gets there first. Beeston looking to run. Plays it far side. Shot, and that's going to be stopped by Etienne. So Summer Real doing an excellent job getting her foot on that, but Etienne doing a better job falling on that ball. All phases of the game we've seen play an important part, but no more important than on those setup pieces for Michigan on those 2 corner kicks that were able to help them provide goals for their team. Going outside. Again, there is Fernandez, and that's going to be dispossessed. Cleared up, brought down on the play by Eves. Eves loses control. Going the other direction is Bandic. Trying to chase it down is Noonan. Noonan not able to get there. Played off to Eves. Eves at midfield. Eves with it. Forward to Garcia. Garcia on the left wing. Moving forward, trying to work her way inside. That's going to be poked out of the air. Good little toe punch there by Balconi to get that one out of her defensive end. Chasing after is McCasslin. That ball rolls out of play. Easter playing it forward to Haskins. Haskins to the back row, back to Haskins. Turns. Out of bounds. Referee's going to say it was ruled out by Celtic. Throw in, headed on by Wolf, played out. Wolf retrieves the ball. Gives it over to Bach. Bach with the throw in. Goes over the head, and that's going to be cleared back near center field. Turning with it is Haskins. Played back to Impey. Impey kicks in the direction of Bryant. Bryant able to bring it down. Haskins trying to send it forward to Houston. Coming out is going to be Etienne. She's going to scoop that ball up. Wait for her team to head back near midfield. As she gives it a good boot. Playing it forward to Noonan. Noonan on the right side of the box. Noonan chasing down. That's going to be cleared out by Henderson. Coming on will be Haley Brass for Michigan. Off will come Sarah Noonan. Sarah Noonan has had some good runs there down this wing, the right side. As Brass comes on to play to get her first minutes of the day. And Brass will head down. And she will throw in the ball for this Michigan Jaguars team. Ball played forward to Smolinski. Back out. Brass with another throw-in. Off of Wolf. Smolinski chases it down near the corner to Brass. Brass trying to pass that one forward. Comes back to Casino. Casino over middle. Bandic going left. Gets around. Shot coming, and that is going to be just to the left of the keep. Impey. Put down by Houston. Haskins. Turning with his Bandic. Bandic to the left. Bandic trying to chip that one forward to Wolf, not able to get over the defense, and that shot attempt is going to be wide. Another sub coming on. Coming on will be Jocelyn Bybee. And off will come Amanda Bryant. Also coming on the sub for Celtic will be Emily Martin. And off for Celtic will be Brianna Eves. And then one final substitution coming on. Katie Lottie coming onto the pitch. And Haley Fernandez steps off into the tent. Be headed away on the play by Casino. Celtic with possession. Trying to play to Bybee. Bybee knocks it down. Good first touch. Sends it forward, and that's going to be taken away to Casino. Casino goes in right. With his Smolinski. Plays it forward, trying to get to Wolf. Wolf stops and turns. Sends it forward to Brass. Brass on the right wing. Going down, making her way towards the box. Centers it. And that is going to be moved forward, and a good stop by Impey. As tripping over the ball with Sarah Smolinski. Just couldn't keep her footing on that. As she had another great opportunity on the pass from Wolf. Wolf with an assist on the first goal. Celtic with the throw-in. Push front to Garcia. Garcia controlling. Impey just in front of her goal mouth. Plays it to Lottie, who stepped on about 2 minutes ago. Houston gathers it. Goes outside. Trying to push it up. Haskins moves it over to Bybee. Bybee right back. With it is Beeston. Beeston cleared away, and that is going to be cleared up. Taking his Bandic. Bandic turns. Starts to sprint the other direction. Gets it over McCasslin, who has the second goal. McCasslin on the far side. McCasslin looking to set up. Tries to center it. Brought down by Wolf. Wolf turns, stops, and just has it go off her foot with a little too much strength. If she's able to gather that and bring it down to the ground, she's got another chance for the third goal for the Michigan Jaguars, but she was unable to do it, and Haven Impey was able to stop that one. And now play it out as Celtic Looks to advance forward. Try and put in their offensive zone. Gather, that's going to be played back to Etienne. Etienne releases the ball near midfield. Played back to Brass. Brass just gets it out of her zone. Wolf now controls. Wolf going right side. Wolf towards the corner. We'll see if that stays in. That's going to roll out of play. Throw-in coming for the Michigan Jaguars. And we have an injured Celtic player on the ground. Like just tripped up. But she is getting up. Readjusting. Obviously, they're going to take a look just to make sure everything is okay. Our score is 2-0. The Michigan Jaguars lead. This 16 under matchup. Michigan coached by Andy Richards. Meanwhile, Celtic FC Premier head coach is Scott Anderson. As the player is still down. Player is still down, but we'll see if we can get what number it is. As she is being helped off, just walking gingerly. Getting help from the coach and trainer. And she will walk over the sideline. I'm sure she'll be back in this game. If not, she'll be back in the tournament. It doesn't look like it's super serious as she walks off. Again, the Jaguars lead 2-0. Both goals coming off corner kick and set pieces off of those. Just great job and allowing those to work for their team. Obviously, it's something you work on in practice every day, and when it pays off for 2 goals, you can't get more excited. They've also had some chances on some runs. Meanwhile, Celtic has also had a couple of opportunities. They just haven't been able to get it by Etienne. Houston had the best chance earlier, and she has been making some great runs. But really, it's been the ability for Michigan also to adjust to Houston and the striking team of Celtic, as their forwards do like to push forward, but just haven't been able to get an excellent chance like Michigan has. Brass will throw the ball in. They're about to have 3 more substitutions coming. Wolf gives it right back to Brass. Brass tries to center that off the head of Garcia, and Impey is going to come out and grab that ball. Garcia cuts, traps the ball, sends it backwards to the back row. Now going far side. Garcia lets someone go through her legs. Going far side to Beeston. Beeston goes out of bounds. Last touch by Michigan. And our substitutions will come on. 2 for Michigan, 1 for Celtic. Coming off the field is Bandick for Michigan. Houston coming off for Celtic. Coming on will be Whalen, Lexi Whalen, and number 2, Allie Rask for Michigan. Meanwhile, jumping on the field is Emily Anderson for Celtic. We're 28 minutes into this first half of this matchup between Celtic FC Premier versus Michigan Jaguars. Going far side, chasing after Smolinski, and Impey is going to come, and she's just going to kick that out of play and safety. Brass with another chance for a throw-in. With it is Bybee. Casino. Toe punches it forward. Sheckman on the far side to Rask. Rask coming up from the back line. Tries to put that one in the box, and it's headed away. Garcia with an effort to move it forward. Just kicks that one a little bit too far as she was dribbling. Just let it get out just a little bit too much. Ball's going to be kicked inside. Good pass over by Whalen, but taken away by Celtic. Garcia moves it over to the right. With it is Anderson. Played one more to Haskins. Moving it back to the back row, just patiently trying to make crisp passes. Beeston on the right. Looking to create some space. That's going to be played out by Michigan's Riley Balconi. Wolf with it. Goes middle. Trying to go to the right side. That's going to go all the way to the goal line, and it's going to be kept in play by Impey. Impey quickly moves the ball forward to her teammate. Headed away by Laba. At the feet. Turning with it is Anderson. Losing it is Garcia. Ball awarded to Celtic. Stepping on for Michigan and coming off will be Sarah Smolinski coming off. And coming on will be Julia Statter. So Statter getting her first minutes here late in the first half. That ball is kicked up. Etienne is going to let it go over the goal. She was right under that crossbar. If she had to, she would have jumped up and tried to tip it out. But it's one of those ones where sometimes those balls arced from, 45 yards away are tough to read. And she was just right underneath, but lucky for Michigan, and went out. No play needed to be made. Etienne had a couple of chances thrown at her early in the game, but for the most part, Michigan's defense has locked down, and they have been in attack mode, possessing the ball a majority of this first half, as that is cleared over to Brass. Brass near side, chasing after his Statter. Statter looking to cross one in, deflected. Statter regains, goes back to Brass. Brass puts it in far side, header on the way, and that's just going to go over. Another excellent opportunity on the header, but that one not able to find its way to the back of the net. I believe that was McCasslin once again with that opportunity. Coming on will be Kylie Davis. And coming out will be Ellie McCasslin. McCasslin with the second goal of the game coming off her head. And she almost had the third goal there. It just popped over. Kind of reminds you when back in the day, Abby Wambach on set pieces would always find her way, and she would always score somehow using that noggin of hers. McCasslin able to get one on just by doing the exact same thing. As that ball is going to be kicked away on the play by Balconi. Casino trying to get it over Statter. Garcia takes it away. Garcia trying to push it down the wing, but no one there to help. Laba's going to let it roll out. Throw in for Brass. Brass launches that one forward, and it's going to be flicked out of play. Last touch by Celtic. Brass throws that down the line, but no one near. Garcia in the white. For Celtic, turns. We have an incidental handball, and it will be played to Celtic. Martin with it. Played up to Haskins. And back. Trying to find someone on the far side. Played near side, Bybee. Bybee's going to lose control of that one, though. Wolf at midfield. Gets it near side to Statter. Statter tries to push it forward, and that's going to be cleared up. And Impey pops that one out as we have a couple players run into. Impey was run over on the play by Whalen. I should say run over. They ran into each other. So 2 girls right now down. Haven Impey for Celtic FC. Meanwhile, Lexi Whalen down for the Michigan team in the green. As we are going to have coaches come out. It's one of those ones where the goalie was coming out to play the ball. And when it gets outside that box, obviously forward wants to make a move in Whalen to try to get around the goalie, try to make a play, and then sometimes collisions happen. Michigan, though, up 2-0 here in this first half. Hoping to extend their lead before halftime hits to 3 as the girls are huddled up as we wait to see. Whalen is moving her hands and her feet. Always a good sign, always the first thing you want to look for. As her teammate, Danny Wolf, stays over her. Head coach Scott Anderson talking with his Celtic Premier team, trying to establish what they need to do. Obviously talking to Impey, making sure she is all right as well. Trying to set something up so they can get some sort of opportunity to get themselves back in this. Again, for both these teams, it is a must win, and currently the Jaguars are up 2-0. Again, both Jaguars goals coming on set pieces. When you talk about really the 3 different phases of a game, special teams, when it comes to kicks, things of that nature, set pieces, offense, defense, obviously playing huge factors, but when you're able to set it up and be that much of a threat, you get the header from McCasslin, and then again, McCasslin almost had her second goal off a header off another crossing pass, and that wasn't from a set piece. Coming off is Whalen under her own power, so always a good sign, and we're going to have a yellow card given to Whalen for running into Impey. Whalen being looked at on the sideline. Talking to our head coach, Andy Richards, and the trainer. As Impey is set with a goal kick. Just kind of waiting for them either allow Whalen back on, or we'll see if they will play. So that one is cleared up. Looks like we have 4 minutes of extra time. Playing that forward to Bybee. Bybee stops, traps it. Bybee turns, gets it back row. Comes down the line to Conrad. Conrad trying to get over to Haskins. That's played backwards to Balconi. Balconi. Touch pushed the opposite way by Real. Real trying to get the sideline first, is unable to. Garcia. Nice little jump forward. Haskins trying to kick that one. Haskins looking down that right side, now to the left, and not able to get it to Bybee, who is streaking down the middle. Laba clears that one down, headed away. Falls into the feet. Nice little slide there by Balconi. Kick that one away. Beeston, far side. Clear to Garcia. Garcia in the center of the field. Trying to advance it on. Haskins going far side. Chasing after is Beeston. Beeston unable to get there. Last touch by Celtic FC. Cleared out on the play by Balconi. Balconi has touched the ball quite a bit there in the back row for her Michigan team. Coming back the other direction, trying to get there is Bybee, but Cusino gets there first. Cusino turns, moves her way forward. Ball tops up. Laba to center. Flicked on. Now played right side. No one there for Green. Celtic is going to chase it down. Stepping inside is Anderson. Far side to Beeston. Back to Garcia. Garcia trying to get it in to Bybee. Bybee has a little room. She has a runner with her, and we again get a whistle for offsides. So just in behind that defense. Just trying to make one of those late runs here in the first half, doing anything they can to get back in this game. Michigan leads 2-0 over Celtic FC. Balconi. It's going to go over the head of Whalen, who steps back on, who was hurt in a collision that earned her a yellow card. Near side, Stater. It's going to be played out, played quick. We're going to have a quick kick. So that's going to go back. Celtic, again, you know why they're trying to go quick on that, is just get anything they can here in these last few minutes. So that ball is kicked towards and out of bounds. Bybee not able to get her boot on it. Throwing coming from Brass. Brass on the near side by Celtic. And that will do it for us here in the first half. The Michigan Jaguars at Novi Michigan lead 2-0 over Celtic FC Premier. We'll be back here on the second half right here on Turbo, coming from you from Frisco, Texas for the USU Soccer National Championships.
you hear me through the beeping?
They were down there, though, right? Yeah. Like that.
Go to 22, channel 22.
There's a girl that had a big head of hair. Still don't know her name.
Good?
Louder.
Go to 20.
The road starts here. The road paved by pain, sacrifice, and struggle. The road paved by passion and pursuit. The road where dreams come true. On this road, many will fail, and on this road, many dreams will fade. But as for you, what will be your fate? When there are seconds left and you are running on fumes, will you be satisfied with almost? Or will you dig down into the dirt, take one more step and make one more play, knowing that good enough isn't good enough, and all the blood, sweat, and tears have brought you to this moment, the moment where pain turns to greatness. On this road, nothing is given, everything is taken. On this road, winners will rise to the top. Heroes will be made. And on this road, champions will be crowned.
Today's games are brought to you by AE Engine Media Marketing, AmericanEagle.com, Bag Tags, Bubba Burger, Bullseye CMYK, Cliff Kid, Expand-A-Brand, Front Rush, Fusionetics, Dick's Sporting Goods. Today's games are also brought to you by Major League Soccer, Nestle Nesquik, Nike, NSCAA, Positive Coaching Alliance, Premier International Tours, U.S. Soccer, Wilson Trophy Company, and Yokohama.
did just turn it off and turn it back on, and it stopped doing it. Oh, really? Yeah. I hope it's that simple. It never is, though. Half of my commercials aren't working. Mine are really fun. Ready when you are, John. Ready to roll? Go for it. Hey, welcome back to school.
It was 1935, the year that Elvis and Sandy Koufax were born. It was a year of many firsts, including the first NFL draft, the first Monopoly board game went on sale, Social Security began, and Babe Ruth hit his last home run. In addition to these milestones, the National Junior Challenge Cup was founded in 1935, offering a youth competition for young men in the United States. The cup was later named the James P. McGuire Cup, after the late U.S. Soccer president, who himself was quite a standout in his earlier days, winning the U.S. Open Cup in 1929. McGuire would lead U.S. soccer and earn an international reputation as an excellent leader.
The Jim McGuire Cup was started in 1935. It was the only cup that the United States Soccer Federation had for youth players. And it was a very good competition, and I can tell you, I mean, this was the highlight of my soccer career to be a champion in 1954.
This storied cup, now the oldest trophy in youth sport.
It has a history, it has a meaning, I think it has tradition. So I think it's extremely important for our competitions, for all the age groups that kind of emulate the McGuire Cup.
Winning the McGuire Cup is huge, just because all that history that comes along with the oldest trophy in youth sports period, that's really big for us.
Who will write their name in the next chapter of the storied McGuire Cup?
Welcome back to Frisco, Texas, here at the U.S. Youth Soccer National Championships. I'm Josh Toll. In this first game of the morning, it has the Michigan Jaguars up 2-0 with goals from Riley Balconi and Gabriella McCasslin to start off our day. Michigan in the green uniforms. Meanwhile, Celtic FC Premier in the white trailing. They're going to have to do a lot more pushing up in this second half to get themselves back in it, maybe push for that tie or hopefully go for the win right now. Michigan looking to get the 3 points in this first game. Yesterday, they didn't gain points after the loss to Cup Gold, so they're trying to avenge that and move on. Hopefully to the semifinals is what every team's goal, and then obviously to the finals, but they got to get a win today in order to do that as Houston plays that back. Balconi for Michigan doing an excellent job in the back row, and then the 2 goals coming on set pieces off corners. McCasslin with that header, and then the first goal coming from Balconi came on a corner that was passed over on the play by Danny Wolf, who was able to get it to Balconi's foot, and that was able to find the back of the twine. Michigan going right to left this second half. Wolf with it, coming near side, turns, spins towards center. Trying to go far side. Chasing down is Brass. Brass trying to get to that goal line. Make it away, looking to cross at center. That's going to be cleared up, and Garcia is going to retrieve it at the top of the 18. Now playing it back in is Wolf. That is going to be sent down the other direction. Getting her foot on that to keep it in is Rask. And it's going to come back to Etienne. Etienne has been challenged really only once today. That one coming earlier in the first half by Houston. But other than that, ATN has had a pretty simple morning to start off this second day. Houston turns, trickles back to Van Dyke. Van Dyke sending it near side. Getting there is McCasslin. McCasslin trips over it, gets up, and that's going to be clear, but not out of the way. And now Conrad does get it back. With it is Van Dyke. Van Dyke to McCasslin. McCasslin stops, waits, check to see where her teammates are. Comes back. McCasslin going inside, getting near that box, inside. Centers it, and that's going to be blocked away. Anderson looking at it, just send that. It goes right into the foot of Rask. Rask trying to get by Garcia. Garcia punches that one out. And that's going to be played on. Ball awarded to Celtic FC. Garcia has been really involved in today's game between her and Houston, but Garcia coming back, making numerous defensive stops from the midfield position. Even though she's been Garcia with it. Now back to Garcia. Headed away. Push back. Anderson moves to Houston. Houston cutting. Now going to the left. That's going to be kicked out of play. In this second half, we're going to see a much more aggressive Celtic FC Premier team as they need 2 goals to get back into this one. Cross, and that is going to go behind the net. 18 will go behind. Pick up the ball. She sets it down. Back up. She's going to take a good run at this one. Ball's going to be kicked forward. Bring it down as Wolf. Coming over to McCasslin. McCasslin gets it near the side, touchline. Comes back, looking to get around Conrad. That's going to be cleared up. Now over on the right side to Anderson. Anderson loses to Casino. And that's going to roll out for a throw-in for Celtic. Conrad with the throw-in. Garcia. Trying to push that one forward to Bryant. Bryant not able to get there. Brought down by Smolinski. Trying to get there is Whalen. Playing far side to Wolf. Wolf knocks it out. There's a big collision as Wolf runs into the fullback for Celtic. Like again, more than this, when you get contact, sometimes it's just more surprising than anything when you don't expect it to come, especially when you think about them having to kick the ball out and play. They're looking down their feet. A lot of times they just do not even see it coming at all when they're just trying, make eye and foot contact. Two to nothing is our score. So getting up is Katie Lottie. Looks to be okay. Kind of just trying to take some time to walk it off. Again, Wolf running into her. A lecture right now from her head coach, Scott Anderson. About just being smarter with what you're doing with your body. Don't want to get another player into trouble when it comes to yellow cards, or even worse, a red card. Impey kicks out, and it's going to go down. Played by Rask. Rask trying to chase down Garcia. Garcia makes a move. Touches it, moves it forward to Bryant. Bryant, near side wing. Bryant in the box. Crosses one at the foot. Shot, and that's just going to go high by Jocelyn Bybee. I mean, there was a good opportunity there, just missed as that was kicked over the top of the goal mouth and out of play. And Bybee really was wide open, and she just gets that one on target. It's going to make it very difficult for the goaltender Maya Etienne to make a play on that. Garcia heads it down. Back to Garcia's foot. Trips over the ball. Balconi trying to move in position. It's actually Van Dyke who is on top of the ball. Casino to Wolf. Wolf unable to get her head on it. Garcia retrieves the ball in midfield. And that's going to be too far for Bryant. It's be played up and off the foot. Chasing it down is Conrad. Garcia turns. Looks to push it forward. And ball just kind of trickling around. Moving up is Easter. Garcia. Forward as Bryant gets that ball deflected out of bounds by Balconi. Goes out across that goal line. Another corner kick coming here for Celtic FC Premier. We've seen 2 goals come off corners by Michigan. Maybe now we'll get a chance to see what Celtic FC can do with a set piece here. The kick is on the way. That's going to go all the way across. No one there for Celtic. That's going to be just kicked back to midfield. Getting his Lottie. Lottie trying to connect with Easter. Easter to Garcia. Garcia not able to hold on to that. There's a chance there to get the ball to McCasslin on the wing, but unable to do it was Van Dyke. And she was tripped up on the play. Ball still with Michigan. Jaguars up 2-0. It's going to be headed in by McCasslin. Played down. McCasslin just kicks that forward. Head coach Scott Anderson wanting better quality play, more quality touches. On the far side, it's going to swing in, and that's going to be stopped by Impey. If Impey's not able to get that, Wolf was streaking towards that goal mouth, looking to get another header in for the Jaguars. Garcia just crosses the circle, gets it far side. Bryant trying to get there, and Impey is going to come out. Excuse me, Etienne is going to come out and make the play. McCasslin going forward. We're going to have a tackle here, and we are going to get a yellow card given. The yellow card given to Anderson on that tackle. Balconi on the ground on that. And she is up. She is fine. Casino on the kick. Casino not able to connect with any of her teammates. Garcia on top of the ball to Houston. Houston twists, turns. Trying to get it forward to Bybee. Bybee not able to get there. Laba's just going to kick that out towards the touch line, and it's going to stay in. Nice little turn there by Brass. Plays it back to Laba. Laba clears it. McCasslin. Trying to get to Wolf. Wolf has some room. Just Wolf and the keeper. Empty. Wolf fakes, goes, pokes it, and that's going to go over. And we're going to have an offside call from earlier. There's a late whistle on that. If he plays it out. Easter. Moving forward aggressively. Easter brings in the offensive end. Centering kick. No one there. Has to be cleared up by Van to McCasslin. Played over far side. Another opportunity here for Michigan. Far shot, and that's going to go off the post. Off the post, but we had an offsides call. Offsides call against Michigan, but Lexi Whalen from about 40 yards out trying to go and put one in the back of the net. I guess it doesn't matter as the flag was up. Impey with the kick. Headed away by Casino. Headed up by Brass. Trying to move it forward. Houston. Looking on a give go. It's going to get past. Bybee just stretches but isn't able to get her toe on it. Punch forward. Impey will stop that. She'll wait for it to come to her, and then she'll kick it down the other direction. Headed away. Garcia trying to get to Bryant. Michigan. Van Dyke pushes it back to where the free kick is awarded. Balconi Casino back there. Looks like Casino will be taking the kick. She tries to send it forward. Garcia knocks it down with her foot. McCasslin to Wolf. Wolf can't get inside. Comes back. Played far side by Rask. Chasing it down is Smolinski, and Smolinski's going to get there first. Smolinski trying to get in position, but good job on the play by Haley Fernandez to keep Smolinski off that ball. Casino. McCasslin. To Garcia now. It's changing possession. Houston. Houston has a runner in Bybee. Tries to go Bybee on the far side. Bybee's able to get there. Bybee trying to cut in center. Bybee stops. Looks back for Houston. Houston settles. Houston shoots, and that is going to be a pass and a goal for the first goal of the game for Celtic FC. It looks like Amanda Bryant got the pass on the play from Katie Houston, and I was able to get in for the first goal as Etienne was coming over to play the ball where Houston was at. Houston popped it over one more time. And now Celtic FC on the board. Score is 2-1 on that first goal by Celtic FC. Getting that is Amanda Bryant. Good job between Bybee and Houston. Bybee working outside, coming back, taking time, passing it over to Houston, and then Houston moving it over to Bryant. Bryant getting the goal. Coming on the field is number 10, Lily Haskins. Checking off is Emily Anderson for Celtic FC. Wolf, good touch. Plays it down. Looking down the sideline. Plays it forward. That's going to be just a little too far as it goes across the goal line. You can see after that goal, Garcia going to get that ball, trying to get it back to restart the game as soon as possible with a kick from the center circle. McCasslin looking to get that forward. Impey's going to come out and catch that. Rolls it far side. Fernandez gets that to Bybee. Bybee trips over Balconi. Conrad. Stepping in is Bandic. Wolf has a chance. Onside, Wolf. Just one-on-one. Wolf shoots, stops. Good stop there by Impey as she dives to her right to make that stop on the shot attempt by Wolf, shooting it to the left. Good job by Impey getting her hands on that and just pushing it away. And luckily for Celtic FC, the back row was there to help remove that ball from their territory. And now it's all the way at the other end. And goaltender Maya Etienne. Ball high, flick forward, but it falls into the feet of Martin. Plays it to Houston. Easter going far side. Looking for someone. That's going to be stopped by Casino. It's going to be deflected, and that is going to roll out of play for a throw-in for the Michigan Jaguars. Our score, 2-1. Two goals coming from Michigan off set pieces. As Wolf tries to get in the box, and it's going to be headed up and out. It's going to be played out by Wolf.
Hey, great work.
Throw-in coming for Celtic. Garcia. Trying to move it forward is Garcia again. Looking to go near side on the touchline, but just not able to get it by the defense. Wolf corrals it in. Wolf turns. Be played. Bryant at midfield. Bryant working her way to the right, trying to get it inside, and that's going to be kicked up and out. Oh, and a stumble. Houston trying to get there, unable to, but it falls into the feet of Martin. Martin on the left side to Houston. Houston inside the box, trying to go back outside of Martin. Martin looking to cross one. Martin's going to come out. She's going to be able to get it stopped on the play. Good job by Whalen getting her leg on there to kick that ball away. Easter loses possession to McCasslin. McCasslin trying to get forward to Wolf. Wolf is able to get there first. Wolf, another chance by Impey as she goes right around the defense, but she kicks it right at Impey. She was able to get by Conrad as, again, this defense for Celtic FC is pushing up past midfield, trying to get involved as much as they can to get their one goal back in order to tie this game, as that is played out to Bybee. Bybee not able to get there on the touch. And it will be deflected actually by Bybee. Throw into McCasslin. That's going to be brought down by Lottie. Lottie goes through the legs of Wolf. Wolf looking to make another run. Van Dyke going to the right side. Van Dyke trying to create. Trying to go in center, and Impey is going to get there. She was looking for Sarah Smolinski, but Smolinski couldn't get that run in front of Impey. Haskins dancing around. Trying to get to Garcia. 7 in front. McCasslin. Is she on sides? Yes, they say. Oh, no, they say she is off sides. And we'll pick it up and start over. Lottie bringing the ball back. Lottie pays it forward to Martin. Trying to move it towards midfield. "61 minutes into this game. The second half, we've had one goal, that coming from Celtic FC. Celtic FC able to get it within one. 2 goals coming in the first half off set pieces for Michigan, as we are going to have more substitutions. Coming on will be Brianna Eves as well as Summer Real. For Michigan, Crystal Bach makes her way onto the field. ATN clears that, and that's going to be headed. Houston not able to get her foot on it. Turning is Van Dyke. Keeps turning, doing a good job of positioning her body, shielding away the defender of Celtic FC. Casino to take the kick. We're going to have another couple subs. Coming off is Katie Lottie. On will be number 11, Sheckman for Michigan. 21 coming on is Madison Henderson for Celtic FC. And now also making her way onto the pitch is Sarah Noonan, number 4. Off is Lexi Whalen, as well as Haley Brass. Again, the first touch. Stepping on is Sarah Noonan. Noonan with some bright orange cleats on the far side. Played over, trying to get there is Bybee. Bybee is going to get it before the touchline. To Garcia. Garcia goes outside. Goes over the ball. That's going to be kicked out of play by Michigan. Sole goal coming from Amanda Bryant for Celtic FC. Played in the box. Now it's going to be kicked out of play. Throw in for Celtic FC. Garcia looking to get that one to Bryant, just not able to get there. And that ball is going to come near sideline, and Wolf not able to get there as it rolls out of bounds. Michigan with a 1-goal lead, trying to hold off Celtic FC as they have become much more aggressive this second half offensively. There have been opportunities, numerous ones, by Danny Wolf, number 19 of Michigan, just not able to get the ball past Impey. Impey has made some good saves, had one earlier today on a breakaway. As Wolf gets it, tries to play the outside to Noonan. Noonan not able to get there as Easter moves it forward. Bryant with it, turns to Garcia. Garcia sends that there, but no one there but 18. 18 will kick that one out to McCasslin. McCasslin turns, gets a nice touch, goes over the defense. McCasslin with Wolf to her left. Wolf to her right. And McCasslin just cannot hold on to that dribble. Garcia. Near side, Bybee. Inside to Houston. Try to go outside, Bryant. At that goal line, just rolls to the fence. Balconi, who scored the first goal of the day, will come, and she will pass that ball over to her goalkeeper, Etienne. Etienne places the ball down. Again, takes that big running start. Van Dyke flips it forward to McCasslin. McCasslin trying to move it over to Noonan. Taken by Fernandez. Options here for Haskins. Drops it back. Fernandez trying to get that into Garcia. Played up off the head of Eves. Inside. Just outside the box now. Beeston. Garcia. Garcia goes inside. It's going to be in the front. And that is going to trickle up and still loose. And no, we are going to have it awarded to Michigan on that. Trying to gain position. Was Celtic just not able to. I think they're saying that 18 had the ball in her grasp and then it was knocked away when she had it covered up. So scary chance there for Michigan. And what could have been a tying goal. Headed away. Noonan. Turns to her right. Trying to find Wolf. Gathering it is Easter. Wolf right on top of her. We'll have a whistle. Wolf to set up the kick. Gives it over to Cusino. Michigan again, excellent with setting up pieces. 2 of the goals coming off those. There are only 2 goals coming off the set pieces, but off of corners. Now they look at set up here. Try and get it in, and that is going to go over the head. We'll have some pushing, and then we'll get a quick start there by Celtic FC. Houston trying to send that one forward. She does to Haskins. Haskins goes to her left. Tries to get that one by Smolinski, but Smolinski able to get her leg in front of it. Ball high in the air. Goes over Laba's head, right into the arms of Etienne. As we are nearing the 70-minute mark of this first game. 2-1 is the score. Michigan Jaguars lead. Making a run is Bryant. Bryant centers it, but no one home. That ball's getting cleared, and that is going to make its way outside the box. Coming up to play it is Henderson. Henderson gets it over to Real. Real to Garcia. Real making a run. Near side, not able to get there was Beeston as that one finds its way past the goal line. Etienne with a goal kick. We are here in Frisco, Texas at the USYS Soccer National Championships. Just right outside FC Dallas at Toyota Stadium. On field 7 here. As the sun is approaching overhead. It's only going to get hotter. Temperatures will reach up to 100. That's why the games are played here early in the morning, with the last one being at 1 p.m. Not able to get it is Bryant, but last touch by Balconi. Balconi, very, very busy day in that back row. Has done an excellent job both defensively and offensively, getting the first goal of the game for Michigan. Out of all the players, I'd say her and McCasslin have looked the most impressive today. Wolf right up there, though, with the breakaways and the chances that she's had, just not able to capitalize. That is cleared by McCasslin. Wolf in chase, trying to pursue that ball. It's going to be played back to Empey. Empey moves it over to Easter. Easter down the near side, kicked away to Houston. Houston flicks it forward to Garcia. Garcia moves it far side. Garcia with a spin, gets the ball over into the feet of Eves, gives it right back. Garcia going down that center, Trying to find a cutter and no one there. Noonan chases the ball down on the far side. Noonan at midfield. Trying to get to McCasslin. Just a little bit too far to the inside as McCasslin, as she had to turn around and veer inside as she was going outside towards the sideline. Eves with some time. Wolf. Another chance here for Wolf. She's got McCasslin to the right. McCasslin gets by. Onside. McCasslin goes up and in for the goal. McCasslin from Wolf with the goal. McCasslin getting her second of the game. Wolf just patiently awaited McCasslin to get the space that she needed in the box. And then McCasslin goes upper deck. She goes upper 90 on the left side for her second goal of the game. Third for the Jaguars. As the Jaguars are now up by 2 goals. 3-1 is our score, and just a beautiful look as you see Wolf create space, and then she has McCasslin to her right. McCasslin on the right, pops it up and over into the top of the left corner for her second goal. And now we sit at 3-1 in this all-important game 2 of the series. As Wolf is going to clear that one out of play as she took a divot out of the sideline. Just stumbled. I mean, you can see this divot just come out. But this game is very, very important to both these teams. Looking to get 3 points out of it is Michigan, and better their chances on moving on to play on Saturday. Final day of pool play will be tomorrow. That's when all the teams have played one another in each group, whether it be A or B. These two are in Group B of the 16 under girls as McCasslin plays that far. Noonan not there. Fernandez is, though, for Celtic FC. Haskins trying to get down the field, but Smolinski is there first. Plays it back to Etienne. Etienne to Noonan. Noonan heads it in. McCasslin looking for Noonan on the outside. No, she's going to cut back in. Plays it back. Noonan. Nice little 1-2. Casino on the far sideline. Casino just trying position. That's going to be knocked out of bounds for a corner again. This is the first actually corner we've seen from Michigan here in this second half. 2 of them earlier led to goals. The first one coming off Balcone's foot. The second one coming off the head of McCasslin. Casino sends that over. Statter not able to get up, and that's going to be kicked high in the air. Headed back. Statter not able to get it as rushing forward was Real. Real moves that over to the left to Eves. Far side. Nice move inside, but that's going to be taken away on the play by Michigan. Michigan or the ball off the push. Getting position was Zekman. Casino to take the kick. Casino has been taking all the kicks. I don't even think she has come out in this game. Being a very important player for her team. We're going to have a push from behind. Ball awarded to Celtic FC. Garcia looking to go forward. Garcia creating space. Garcia more space. Goes with the left, and that is going to be deflected in front by Smolinski. Garcia once again trying to get her right foot on. She does, but right at Etienne. Ball push up the other direction for Celtic. And it's going to roll out of play. Three to 1 is a score as we near the end of this first game between the Michigan Jaguars and Celtic FC Premier. Jaguars getting a late goal from McCasslin. That's really been the difference. McCasslin has 2 goals, one off a header, one off a great pass. Wolf actually has 2 assists on the day. Danny Wolf, number 19 for Michigan. First goal coming from center back and Balconi. So that's kicked towards the box. Houston not able to get her head on as is cleared away by Michigan. Thinking about it was Fernandez. Fernandez trying to get closer. Ball squirts out. That's going to be cleared up, and that is going to roll out. Let's come near to this side, near the Michigan bench. Throw in from Henderson. Garcia to Eves. Eves trying to get that behind to Bryant. Bryant trying to center it. No one there. Etienne just comes out at that near post and gathers it in. Etienne's seen quite a bit more shots here. I mean, that's going to be expected in the second half when your team was down 2-0 at halftime. Celtic was able to get it within 1 with the goal on the play from Bryant, but not able to get another one in as McCasslin was able to get the 3rd goal, and she now has the ball at her feet on the far side, unable to get around the defense and Henderson. Ball knocked out of play. McCasslin coming off, and what a day she has had. 2 goals. One with the head, one with the foot. And on for her will be Kylie Davis. McCasslin, again, excellent game here in this first one of the day. Helping her team get 3 points here unless Celtic FC can somehow come up with 2 goals. Easter trying to go to the sideline. Easter trying to play by Casino. She does get by. Centers it to Garcia. Garcia is able to punch it over to Beeston. Beeston to Garcia in the box. Garcia stops, looks to get something going, centers it, and that's going to be headed away. Nice defensive play there by Michigan FC. Garcia, though, gets it back. Centering pass and not able to get her foot on it was Eves. If Eves is able to get that, she had a wide open spot to the left side of the net as that shot comes far and is blocked in front. Running it down is Davis. Davis slows things up and just pushes it down to the corner. Statter trying to go after it, but if anything, that's at least going to kill some time for Michigan as Davis not able to get to that. Play to Garcia, but that's going to be chested away. Coming up with the ball is Real. Real goes towards the middle. Far side. Beeston. Beeston sends it in. And it's going to be headed up. Loose in the box. And that's going to come down. That's going to be a whistle as we have an injured player in the box. I'm sure we'll see a little bit of added time as head coach Scott Anderson of Celtic FC Premier heads out to see. Again, the story of this game has been what McCasslin has able to do. McCasslin scoring 2 goals today. The 4 just playing an excellent game. And then you also got to hand it to Danny Wolf, who has done an excellent job, and then Balconi as well. The 3 players that have made the biggest difference for this Michigan team. And obviously, you look at Maya Etienne only allowing 1 goal to allow just a 2-goal separation. But Michigan Jaguars looking to move on in this tournament, getting the all-important victory today, 3-0. We still do have some time, so there is a chance for Celtic FC Premier, but we're in extra, so they're going to have to do something miraculously to get it down, as we are having a trainer come out to look at the injured Celtic FC player. But really, you got to hand it to head coach Andy Richards and this Michigan Jaguars team. He said that they just get dynamic performances from different people, and that was very well seen today. Everyone contributes. Just being involved. I mean, you look at what this team has done throughout the history, especially when you look at the state championships, 2012, 14, 15, and 16, as they look to finally get their first win on the second day, getting a heartbreaking loss in the first round, on the first day, I should say, 1-0 to Cup Gold in group play, in Group B. Meanwhile, Celtic FC drops one yesterday, and it looks like today is going to be the same thing. But you look at this team, state champions in 2016 and 17, regional champions this year in the Southwest. So head coach Scott Anderson and this 16-year-under girls team has a lot to look forward to. Obviously, tomorrow is going to be another big day. They'd like to come out of here with a win in the USYS Soccer National Championships. But today, most likely, that win going to the Michigan Jaguars, as we are in extra time. The second half, Celtic has been able to just be aggressive. They've had to be aggressive, trailing by 2 after halftime. They were able to get 1 goal, but Bryant's goal was not enough, as McCasslin got her 2nd goal of the game, going upper left shelf off a pass from Danny Wolf, her 2nd assist. And it's just really been the day for McCasslin and Wolf, just their connection that those two have. Wolf again on that first goal, getting the assist to Riley Balconi. That's going to be played back to Etienne. Etienne scoops it. We have just over 3 minutes left in this extra time. Etienne kicks that to midfield. After it is Davis. Davis plays it back. Smolinski, Ford, brought down. That's going to be off the head on the far sideline. Davis to go to the throw-in. So Michigan will get 3 points in this first game as Casino sends that one out. Throw in for Celtic FC. MP is going to come out, and she's going to pick that one up. Just send it down to midfield. Try to get one late run. Clear the other way. After is Real. That's going to be stopped on the pass attempt to Garcia. Statter is going to send it down the line. We're going to have offsides, as a little too far down was Kylie Davis getting past the defense. The kick from Real. We'll have a re-kick here, as Real was still moving. Easter plays it over. Henderson. Sprinting forward. Not able to get by Noonan. Goes in the legs to Davis. Davis to Noonan, off the legs of the defense. Noonan cuts inside. Noonan looking for a corner run. Garcia to Beeston. Beeston near side. And that's going to be kicked out of play by Balcone. Balcone, excellent game from that back row. That's center back position. That ball rolls out. Etienne with a goal kick. Etienne takes her time. Approaches. And that will do it for us here in game one between Celtic FC Premier and the Michigan Jaguars. The Michigan Jaguars getting the victory 3-1 with goals from Riley Balcone and then the other two from L. McCasslin. McCasslin getting the two, one off the head and then one off the foot. Another good game here for Danny Wolf, who had 2 assists in today's off the first and third goal. So that gives Michigan Jaguars the important 3 points as they move on tomorrow in Group B. Celtic FC Premier drops today's opener, but they still want to get out of this tournament with a win tomorrow. We'll see if they're able to do that. But Michigan Jaguars once again moves on to tomorrow's game after winning today in the U.S. Youth Soccer National Championships 3-1. I'm Josh Toll. Thank you for watching this game right here on Turbo. We'll be back for the 9 a.m. game right here on Field 7.